Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video we'll go over solving the absolute value function using the limits. So we have this question over here. So here you have to solve for as x approaches 0 for absolute value of x over x. Okay, so absolute value is basically like, before you solve it, you basically have to look for both scenarios for when the values of the x is negative and when they're greater than and equal to positive values, like less than equal to 0 and then greater than equal to 0, like positive and negative values. Okay, so here what happens, like if your value is basically a negative value, so for example, like if you get -4, so if you get -4 in the absolute value, what it's gonna do, it's gonna make it +4, right? So what's happening is, like, if you put in a negative value, it's like it's like multiplying, it's gonna multiply by a -1 to make it a +1, right? So it's like same as doing, so it's like it's changing the sign of it, right? So which is kind of same thing as multiplying with a negative. So we can go ahead and say for the negative value, so this absolute value bars are pretty much the same thing as if we put a negative in front, right? And for the positive value, it's gonna stay the same, right? So if it's +4, it's gonna give +4. If it's +9, it's gonna give +9. So then it's same as saying only the x. So this is what you have to write before you evaluate the limit. And once you have this, you will basically go ahead and figure the limit at both sides. So limit as x approaches 0 from the right side. So from the right side, it's gonna be the positive values, right? So then you're going to select this one. So then you can replace this with an x. So then x over x, you'll simply be left with a 1 over here, right? And then so this is equals to 1, so then you don't have to like put the 0 inside because it is eventually equals to 1. And then for limit as x approaches 0 from the left, then you'll have the same thing over here. So you have x over x, and this is -1 because if from the left, right? So this is -x, and then this is gonna be -1. So if you go ahead and evaluate the limit as x approaches 0 itself of this function, it's gonna be equals to does not exist, since these two values do not match up. Okay, so let's do another problem so it makes more sense. So for this problem, you'll basically go ahead and do pretty much the same thing. So you have 2x plus 12 and you have x plus 6. Okay, so you have these values over here. Okay, and you can remove these absolute value bars. Okay, and for x is less than equals to here it's 6, it's not 0. Okay, so here x is less than equals to -6 and x is greater than equal to 6, and here it should be only less than x less than -6. So here again the same idea. So here for the negative values, we'll multiply with the -1. For the positive value, it's gonna stay the same. Okay, so here you can pretty much go ahead and factor out a 2 over here. So if we go ahead and factor out a 2 here, so you will basically end up getting 2x plus 6, right? So you can cancel these out. So what are you left with? Then you're only left with -2. Okay, and similarly you can go ahead and factor this over here as well. Okay, so then you can cancel this out, so you'll only left with 2. Okay, so your only two constraints are these two that you will use over here to solve this limit. Okay, so now limit as x approaches 6 from the right, -6 from the right. Okay, and then we'll have -6 from the left. Okay, so then this is equals to -2, and then this one is equals to +2, and that's pretty much it. And since they do not match up, so then the value is equals to does not exist. And this is how you solve the limits for absolute values. And we'll move on to continuity in the next chapter. in the next video. So that was it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Bye.